let's get into some things of the things, child. We got some stuff to talk about today, honey. We got some stuff to talk about. Hit that like button if you are new here. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We have a great time over here. You meant what you said when you said it. Really be back, because I don't be understanding y'all sometimes. And when y'all know when I say y'all, you know I ain't talking about y'all. You know I'm talking about y'all. Makes me that all these people that got something to say have been actively involved in the political process in their world. I don't believe it. You ain't gonna convince me. I know y'all love me. All right, we here. Can y'all hear me and see me? Everything is good. My camera wouldn't connect for some reason. Hey, everybody, coming in. Listen. In the words of Funky Dineva, you gonna pay me for my pain. Now, we are forced as the internet to continuously be subjected to this mess that is Tamar and Funky Dineva. Then we're going to talk about it and you're going to pay us for our pain, okay? Now, I did set a goal. If we hit our goals, I will drop the link and you guys can come up and tell me how you feel about it, okay? If we hit our goal, we already, Terica has already contributed. Thank you so much, my love. She has already contributed to the first part of the goal. So if we hit the goal, I will open up the panel and you guys can come up and say whatever, you know what I mean, whatever. But, you know, y'all can say what y'all need to say. If y'all disagree, agree, whatever. Okay? All right. So that's where it is. So we are here to discuss the latest chapter that is the Toni Braxton Funky Dineva saga at this point. Now, let me say something. We got off of here yesterday and I thought we were done with this. Hi, everybody coming in. Hey, everybody. Didn't she ask him to leave her alone? Yes, she's still talking. So when he goes in and let have on her, nobody say nothing. Beautiful me, I agree with you, and we're going to get to it because I'm with you on that one. Okay. Okay, I just want to make sure. Okay. All right. So when we got off of this good internet yesterday, I thought we were done with this. I felt like we had all the conversations. Funky said what he said. Tamar did whatever she did. And Funky said, listen, the new rules of engagement are as follows. If you don't say anything about me, I won't say anything about you. And if I feel like you are shading me in any way, shape, or form, if I feel like you dropping a subliminal, if I feel like you are throwing shade my way, then I'm going to come down here and I'm going to make another video. And we can do this all day. We can tit for tat. Now, the difference between Funky Dineva coming down on his social media and making a video and Tamar coming on her social media and making a video, Funky Dineva makes more money off of his videos than Tamar does. Now, some people might say, well, she has other ways of making money. Sure she does. But Funky Dineva is the one making money off of you coming down here talking. Okay? Now, last night before I went to bed, Mims did a video. I'm really trying to do right about putting on these glasses when I'm on the computer, y'all. I'm really trying to remember to put the proper glasses on at the proper time. Oh, Lord, me and these glasses. Okay, hold on. We got a couple of more super chats. Hold on. I want to make sure I acknowledge everybody. Thank you, Hibiscus Rose, for contributing to the goal. Thank you, Crystal Marshall, for contributing to the goal. If she would just hush, listen. So, Lovely Nola said they got until Tuesday to wrap this up. She said she's going to let them have Monday since it's a holiday. So, Urban Book says, I'm a Tamar fan, but I call it like I see it. I don't agree with how she's going about all of this. Yeah. So, let me say this. So Mims did a video last night where Tamar went live. And it was late last night. I was like, I'm tired. Y'all know I was tired. I said, well, I have to revisit this in the morning. I will have to revisit this in the morning. And by the time I revisited it this morning, right before we were doing our Beyond the Gates live, thank you, Nay. Nay said Funky is definitely the clout. So Tamar did a live last night. We're going to look at a couple of clips from that live. And then Funky posted a series of messages today, and Tamar posted a few messages today, and then we're going to talk about it. Okay, we're going to talk about it as we go through it. Cub Star, thank you for being a member for 17 months. Said, can we get a nail cam real quick, child? Oh, a nail cam for what? For my nails? These need to be done, child. These nails so old. I mean, you can see it, but these are old. Look, I need to fill in. I'm going to get them done probably Monday. I was trying to get an appointment with my nail tech. She booked, so I'm going to have to go somewhere Monday. Volvo said he going to light her up. Elizabeth said, is Funky upset because Muppet didn't choose him to be her man in her video? LOL. DB said both of them need to go lay down and inhale some lavender, not some lavender essence. What? Not they both need to go lay down with some lavender essential oils. Okay. Is it possible that she was in the hospital and actually didn't know what was going on? Okay. So let's look at her live. Now, if you're asking me, or I don't think you're asking me, I think you're just putting out a statement. But in my opinion, I say no. And the reason why I say no is from when Funky Dineva showed the text messages that he was actually talking to her and he told her. So if she didn't know, then somebody who had access to her phone knew. And in that case, what I would have said, if it were me and I had access to somebody's phone and they weren't in a position to talk for whatever the reason, pain management, mouth, whatever Tamar's reasons were, then my response to Funky Dineva would have been, she can't really do anything right now. We'll address it as soon as she's able to. I'm sorry you're going through this. See, again, communication will eliminate a lot of shit. Communication will eliminate a lot of this shit. I have been in situations where somebody else has had my phone. And if somebody else has my phone and if they have access enough to my phone that they are texting, because Funky Dineva showed text messages where he had a conversation with her and told her, look at what's happening. They dragging me, and even sent her a screenshot of some of the thumbnails from YouTube videos. And her response was, well, I never said your name. What are you talking about? I didn't say your name. And his response was, but they dragging it. Right? And then that's when she said, well, I'm in the hospital. He said, look, get better. Don't worry about it. I can handle it. So to say, was she in the hospital? Is it possible that she was in the hospital and didn't know? Yes, but not based on the receipts that Funky dropped, where he literally had a conversation and told her. Now, if that wasn't Tamar that he was talking to, then I feel like the person that he was talking to should have said, hey, Q, this is do-do-do-do-do. I got Tamar's phone. She really can't deal with this right now. Boom. Okay. No problem. Now, that's my opinion. Hibiscus Rose, we're going to get to that too. So let's look at a couple of clips. Let's look at a couple of clips from her live from last night. I wasn't able to find the whole live, but I was able to find a couple of clips. And there are only like 2 or 3 things that she said that I really want y'all to hear. Hold on. Wait a minute, y'all. It says that hold on. Give me a second. My computer's not plugged in and it's about to die. Hold on. I thought I had it plugged in, but it's not plugged in the socket. It's plugged into my laptop, but it's not plugged in the socket. Hold on. Let me plug my computer in before this thing die on us. Okay. All right. Sorry about that, y'all. I had plugged it into the my cleaning lady came yesterday and it was unplugged from the wall and I didn't realize it was unplugged from the wall. So sorry about that, y'all. Okay. I'm gonna be honest, y'all. There are a couple of things in Tamar's story that just don't make sense to me. I'm not saying that means she lying. I'm gonna just say it don't make sense to me. So let's look at this first clip. Now Tamar was doing, I guess, like a get ready with me type thing. So she was putting on makeup. So hold on, let me pause it. Let me share my screen. The sound.
Who? I pay my own bills. I pay most of everybody's bills that you know. I didn't lie about anything. I don't have to lie because who's going to check me? Who? I pay my own bills. I pay most of everybody's bills that you know. I pay for birthday parties since I'm a horrible friend. And if I knew while I was in the hospital, then I would have said something, but I didn't know because I was in the hospital for pain management. And I don't know if y'all have ever been in the hospital for pain management before. You're not coherent because they're trying to find the right dosages and the right medication to stop the pain. You get what I'm saying? Okay, so see, I can't lift my lips up more than this. I can't.
Now she's saying she can't lift her lips up higher than where she's talking right then. And I hate to be petty, but at this point, y'all, they didn't listen. Let me say this. I hate to be petty, but at this point, they have brought us into this situation. So I am going to be as petty as I choose to be. Later on, if you watch the rest of these clips, later on in the conversation, she talks and shows her whole top lip. I mean, the whole top part of her new teeth. You can see all of her new teeth. So she clearly lifted her mouth high enough for you to see all of her brand new teeth. Okay. And again, I'm going to get petty. So if y'all don't like it, I'm sorry. This might not be the live y'all want to sit through because at this point, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. And I feel like we've been tiptoeing around it. And so I just got to say what needs to be said. And again, I love y'all, but if y'all don't like it, then I'm sorry. Like I said, if we hit our goal, I will open up the panel and y'all can come up here and y'all can tell me whatever y'all want to tell me and tell me how all of y'all feel about it. But we're going to talk about it today. So right there, she says she can't lift her lip higher than what we see in that moment right there. Yet and still, as we continue to look at these clips, she don't have no problem showing us her brand new top teeth. But okay. The second thing she said is she was in the hospital for pain management for 5 days. So here's the thing. Okay. All of this started on August the 17th. All of this started on August the 17th. Today is August the 30th, the 29th, the 30th. So this started 13 days ago. This started 13 days ago. Okay. 5 of those days you said you was in the hospital for pain management. At least one of them days you flew down to Miami, and I don't know how many days it took you to get the dental work done. So let's say you were at the dentist all day on one particular day. So that's 2 days. So 5, 6, 7. So 7 days. How long? Anybody in here ever had a broken nose? Has anybody in here ever had a broken nose? I just got a question. Has anybody in here ever had a broken nose? Thank you, Sierra. Thank you, Boo. Thank you for the super chat, my love. And the reason why I say, has anybody in here ever had a broken nose? Because I've never had a broken nose. However, that dentist lady down to Tamar's video said that she had a broken nose. But and who sent her to the hospital? How did she get to the hospital? I know I told y'all my story. My story was I was paralyzed temporarily, thank God, from the waist down. And I was in so much pain that they thought this how much pain I was in. And this is real. I've told this story before. I have been in so much pain. I mean, I was in so much pain when that happened to me that they thought that I was just trying to get drugs. They thought I was just a drug addict trying to get drugs because they were giving me the max dose and I was still hollering about how much pain I was in. And they just tried to give me a referral to an orthopedic specialist to go. They was going to discharge me from the hospital. I'm going to say that to the people in the back. They were going to discharge me from the hospital, and I literally could not walk. Now, I know that rich people healthcare is different than us regular folk healthcare because I had insurance. But I understand that Tamar Braxton healthcare might be a little different, and maybe she can go to a different doctor. I get all of that, okay? But 5 days of pain management? Because even when I convinced them, well, my mama really was, whoever, to keep me. Anyway, let's keep going. Let's look at the next clip. And I got all these clips off of TikTok. The TikTok person's name is tagged. I don't try to steal nobody's stuff. They just caught the live and I didn't. But it's up there. So shout out to those TikTokers that caught the live. And it might still be on Tamar's thing. I just didn't see it, child. So we're just gonna go. We're gonna go with what we got. And then we're gonna go through the screenshots. Then we're going to go through the screenshots, okay, of what the people said today. They don't want to keep you in the hospital long. They keep you in 3 days max. If you need extended care, it's rehab center. Oh, that's what they ended up sending me. Trust and believe, as soon as they could, they sent me to rehab where that's where I had to learn how to walk and stuff. Okay, now let's look at the next clip.
Very hard. I love drama. So, okay, well, what's the drama? What's the drama that I did? Somebody got to tell me. What is the drama? Tell me what is the drama? What is the drama? All I know is I went to bed and I woke up and my life changed. And I probably shouldn't have said nothing, but I panicked because I was scared and I was alone and I was in pain.
Now, first of all, again, we're going to nitpick today. We're going to nitpick today. Hey, Pam. Hey, boo. We're going to nitpick, okay? When Tamar first dropped that screenshot talking about I almost died today, I woke up in a pool of blood. Did she not say that one of her friends was with her? Didn't she? I wish I could go back and find the original post because I probably done deleted it by now. But didn't she say, I almost died? Wait a minute, no, here it is right here. Oh, no, that's not it. That's when she was talking to Funky Dineva. Hold on, let me scroll back and see if I can find it. Hold on, let me read it again. I struggle to write this, but everyone keeps calling me. And honestly, I can't even really talk anymore. I'm so weak. So that's what I'm saying, Mims. I know that the celebrities get a different healthcare than we do. I agree. I accept that. So she said, I struggle to write this, but everyone keeps calling me. And honestly, I can't even really talk anymore. So I'm so weak. I almost died Sunday. I was found in a pool of blood from my friend with a face injury. So she said that her friend found her. So you were not alone, ma'am. Your friend was with you. And I know that's nitpicky. I know somebody's gonna say, really, B, you are being too specific. She don't literally mean she was alone, but that's what she literally said. She said she was alone. But this message which she posted down to the Instagram say that her friend found her. It said, I almost died Sunday. I was found in a pool of blood from my friend with a face injury. As the days goes by, it gets worse. I fractured my nose, lost some teeth, and mobility. The way I look at life now is totally different. As my health is on the mend, my mental journey begins. Pray for me for real. I don't even know what happened to me. So listen, y'all. Thank you, new subby. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for subbing. So listen, again, y'all, I'm not trying to be petty, but we got to break this thing down. When were you in the hospital for pain management, and when did you go to the dentist? Because this message sounds like the incident happened prior to you posting this. So at what point, so you mean to tell me that you were in the hospital for pain management after you posted this? Because this sounds like your situation had already been going on for a couple of days. I'm going to read it one more time so y'all understand what I'm saying. She said, I woke up Sunday, So she said it happened on Sunday. I wish I could find, let me see. I can't find the date on this because it doesn't give me the date on this screenshot. But it says, I almost died Sunday. And then she says, as the days goes by, the worse it is. So my question to you is, when did you go to the hospital and when did you go to the dentist? Because we know you got on a plane and you flew to Miami. Or you drove. I mean, I guess from Atlanta, you could have drove to Miami. But we know that you went to Miami. So when were you in the hospital for pain meds? Now, if we follow the timeline, you had to have been in the hospital for pain medication, for pain management after you posted this, because you said that's the reason why you couldn't respond to Funky Dineva. So when you posted this message, you were coherent enough to go to Instagram and post and let the whole world know something happened to you. But you weren't coherent enough 2 days later to come back to the internet and post a message saying, leave my friend alone. He didn't do nothing. Because by that time, you were in the hospital for pain management. So I guess I need to know, when did you go to the dentist versus when were you in the hospital for pain management? Now, she produced a receipt showing she was in the hospital. I believe she went to the hospital. I believe that. I'm just questioning the whole timeline of these things. I believe you was in somebody's health facility. I believe that. Okay. All right, let's keep going because I'm just trying to break it down, y'all. So, again, if I'm being petty, I'm sorry. We got to be petty today. We got to be petty today.
And that's it. I don't have to lie. I got money. I have success.
Now, I want to say that she was crying, but we haven't seen a tear fall. So maybe all the surgery she had has dried up her tear ducts at this point, because there's no tears, but I'm going to let it play.
To lie about anything. But did that person tell you that their birthday party I paid for?
So now there she is taking a shot at Funky. Now, Funky told her, if you don't bring it up no more, I won't bring it up no more. But she just said she paid for Funky's birthday party. Okay, let's keep going.
So that was a shitty friend. So why what rollout? It was a coincidence. I didn't go to bed and wake up and my life changed.
So she said that the rollout of her album, her PR for her album, was a coincidence. Let me explain something to y'all. In my opinion, this is my opinion, and y'all can put it in the chat if y'all disagree with me. Y'all can put it in the chat if y'all disagree with me. But let me say this. Tamar is not signed to a major record label. I want to say Tamar is an independent artist, but if she's not signed to a major record label anymore. So you're rolling out your own shit. That was in the again in the text messages that Funky Dineva shared with us. That was in the text message. Don't do this. I spent too much money. I spent my own money on this. Please don't do this. So I'm saying that to say this: if you are paying the bills and this is your rollout and this is your project and you are spending your money, then you tell the people, hey, we're going to wait a week. Because right now, I got too many other things that I have going on. I have too much drama going on. I got this Funky Dineva shit, and we know that he's part of the promo. People are going to think that that this was all a stunt. I got my health, my teeth, my nose, my body. I'm not in a position right now to go out and promote we're going to put a hold on it. We're going to put a hold on a week. 1 week ain't killing shit. You an independent artist. 1 week don't kill nothing. 2 weeks ain't kill. Now, if she was signed to a major label where she doesn't control anything, I might be like, well, she couldn't stop that. But girl, you're the boss, right? Isn't that what you just said? It starts and stops with you, ma'am. Correct? I mean, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Shout out to okay, we got almost 500 people in the room. If y'all could do me a favor, if you haven't done so already, please hit that like button. Appreciate you. Now we're going to look at this next video. And this one right here, this one is another one that gets a little dicey. Now this is where she's talking about Mendices. Okay, but there's something else that she says, and let me say this, and Mims brought this to my attention. Y'all know shady ass Mims brought this to my attention. Y'all, why is she wearing a t-shirt, a real t-shirt, the real, I guess it's from their 100th episode. It says the real 100. First of all, do y'all know how old that t-shirt has to be? And don't get me wrong, I got old ass t-shirts. Hell, this t-shirt I'm wearing right now is probably about 4 or 5 years old. I have old t-shirts in my repertoire as well. But girl, I thought you didn't like the real, nothing about the real, that the real didn't do nothing for you, that the real was this, the real was that, boo 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 boo. Why are you wearing that t-shirt on this live? Ma'am. Fred, thank you for I believe you're renewing your membership. Thank you. Girl, okay. And again, that's petty. That's petty. But I just thought I'd bring that. And Mims was the one that brought it to my attention. So I'll have to bring it to y'all's attention. But girl. All right, let's look at this next clip. Now, there's two things in this clip I want us to pick up on. So let's listen to them. Oh, hold on. Let me turn the sound on. The sound's not on. Hold on.
Because they're trying to find the right dosages and the right medication to stop the pain. You get what I'm saying? Okay, so look how I just blended that, y'all. And I got these from Amazon. That looks good, right? You enjoy that? See how they blended? No, I don't have a substance issue. I don't take drugs of any kind. The concealer is, my hand is done. I'm gonna blend in a second, but y'all, I'm so mad. My quick weave. Can I put my quick weave back on? My Double Life show ended on Tuesday, which is why the trailer came out. That was planned for 3 weeks now. We shot that material 2.5 weeks ago. So yeah. I'm mad I did this because I put more on there by mistake. I didn't mean to, see? Sometimes I think more highlighter can cause more damage. I don't do cocaine. You should ask people if they do cocaine.
So there's another shot at Funky. Now listen, Funky has been very open about his struggles with drug addiction and substance abuse. So it's not like she's spraying any tea. But once again, that's another shot, in my opinion. That is another shot at Funky Dineva. Okay, now again, Funky told you, don't speak on me, don't throw no subliminals, don't say nothing, and I won't say nothing about you. But here we go. Now she's getting ready to talk about the Mendices part, so let's listen to that, and then we'll be done with the clip.
I don't do cocaine. I've never done it in my life. So Mendices did the video because I want him to tell his own story. You know, I don't really like telling people's story.
Why is it a secret why Mendices did your damn video? Like, if it was as simple as Mendices was my friend and he did me a favor. If it was, well, Mendices trying to get into acting. If it was, well, you know, Mendices helped with the project. You know what the room... See, Tamar, this is the shit people were talking about with the Funky Dineva thing. You know what the rumors are. You know what people are saying about Mendices and Yandy and you. You know what's out there. Why you can't just say, well, you know, Mendices is my friend and he helped me with the project. If it's more to the story, you don't need to let us know there's more to the story. He can just tell us whenever he wants to tell us. Maybe it's going to be a love and hip hop storyline. We don't know. But girl, all you had to say was, well, you know, Mendices is a friend of mine. He just did me a solid. That's it. See, that's the shit, Tamar. You make shit complicated that doesn't have to be complicated. But I'm going to we're almost done with this clip, y'all. Let's finish listening.
You should ask Mendices. And that's not my man. We're not kicking it. And never have.
So she did at least let the people know that it's not her man. Okay? She did say, listen, he's not my man. But again, she still could just say, he did me a favor.
But it is my friend. But y'all know, boys are always my friends. So I use this for my eyebrows because I just think I have this too, but it's $30.
Okay. So those were the main highlights that I wanted y'all to see and hear when it came to Tamar's live. Okay. Again, I'm sure somebody picked up the whole thing. Shortly after that, she gets off the live because her nose kept running, and I thought she was leaving to go blow her nose, but she kind of never came back. Maybe she was sick of it because the comments were eating her ass up. Them comments was terrible. I don't know if y'all was reading them as they were going by, but baby, them comments were terrible. So, in true fashion, Funky Dineva came down here and had something to say. So let's talk about what Funky Dineva had to say, okay? And I just took, I have all of the screenshots here, y'all. They may not necessarily be in any particular order, but we're just going to look at the screenshots. Thank you. Oh, thank y'all for the, oh, look at y'all blessing me. Thank y'all for the super chats. Felita, thank you so much, my love. Demetria, thank you so much. I really appreciate y'all. Oh, thank y'all so much. Okay. This is going to be the last one. Hold on. I know that's the last one I want to look at. Oh, why I put the Young Thug one in there, child? Okay, here we go. Let me share my screen again so we can look at some of these screenshots. I don't know how Young Thug got in here, but you know, Young Thug been child. They got anyway. That's another conversation. We had to do another video on Young Thug, child. We had to do a whole another video on him, honey. What up, Billy boy? Hey, boo. Listen, I fell asleep last night listening to your live. I hope I ain't blocked nobody I ain't need to block, child, because I sure fell asleep last night. My bad. I was blocking people in his chat last night. The trolls was out. All right. So this is Funky Dineva. And again, this may not be in the correct order, but let me just let y'all know what it is, okay? Funky Dineva says, and as you can see, when he posted it, he used Tamar Braxton's music, Petty, Shady. So Funky says, in her next act, she's going to start acting like she's about to hurt herself. He said, you didn't pay anything for me. The sign and the sparklers said Tamar. I didn't even want to be there. Then underneath, he says, the whole internet saw the fact that I didn't even want to be there. I hate the club. I was trying to go home. You begged me to come. Then he posts this. He said, you wanted to go to V12. You drank them people liquor, so you paid for it. Ain't that how it goes? Anyway, I got one implant and the right side of my face was swollen for 4 days. Your whole mouth fell out and your nose caved in, yet here you are making appearances and videos. I love when the lies take care of themselves. Then he said, done paid that I'm sorry. I can hear this in Funky Dineva's voice. Done paid that Spanish lady to lie. You did 4 days in the hospital and had oral surgery to fix all your teeth. And now you are in perfect condition to appear in public with no bruising or swelling. If all that's true, then I'm Britney Spears. So Tamar says she posts receipts. This is a bad screenshot because I took this screenshot from another screenshot. But here's a screenshot of the receipt from the club. You see that it's $2,701.57 that she paid at the club. And then this is a screenshot of her at the hospital. As you can see, she got the hospital gown on. I still don't see a whole lot going on with her nose and her mouth, to be honest with you. But look, again, I am no medical professional. Okay, I am no medical professional, but that's a screenshot from the hospital, honey. And then she put here, shitty friend. I don't know, that blanked it out, but it says, shitty friend, next time I'm called a liar, I will come with a lawsuit. Enough is enough. Please leave me alone. Please. Now, ma'am, see what I told y'all? Somehow Tamar was going to decide that she was the victim. You went live last night and said that you paid for that boy, that man's birthday party, and that you alluded to him doing drugs. You did that. All he's doing is responding to what you said. So Funky Dineva said, crazy Atlanta. And then he said, and I'm going to stay one step ahead of you, hashtag Tamar Braxton. So then Tamar posts, that's the Young Thug. So then Tamar posts this, y'all won. There's no more album. And I'm going to my farm and you will never hear from me again. I'm sorry for everything. Tamar Braxton, you are fucking exhausting. You are exhausting. What do you mean y'all won? What do you mean y'all won? Girl, nobody told. Listen, if the album is done And you done already paid for promotion. You done already paid to make videos. You done already paid to do all this stuff that you're doing. Girl, if you don't drop that damn EP and let it be what it's gonna be. Girl, if you don't drop that EP and let it be what it's gonna be. And who was the y'all? Tamar, you put us in this group chat. We didn't ask to be in this group chat. You put us here, ma'am. Nobody asked to be put in this group chat. You dropped it. Abby said, "Dear Janice and Tamar, we are not looking for an album, sweetie. It's going to go triple paperclip anyway. Please go sit down." Abby, don't do that. Hold on, y'all. We got another super chat while I was going through that. Hold on. I think it was Bap. Let me make sure Thank you, Bap. Thank you, Cross Country Cruiser. Only a psychic could predict Tamar coming out of this playing the victim. Truly shocking. Thank you, Bap. Cross Country Cruiser, thank you so much for the super chat. Where are we, y'all? How many more we got? How many more we need for the hit our goal? I think we need like 3 more to hit our goal. 1, 2. I can't see it from here. Y'all can probably see it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we need 4 more to hit our goal. So if you're just coming in, if we hit our goal, I will drop the link. If you guys want to come up and tell me how you really feel about this mess, okay? But baby, that is the latest. Oh, I need 5 more. Okay, baby, that is the latest in this chapter of the Funky Dineva saga. Okay, the Funky Dineva saga. That is the latest. Tamar. Oh, Mo said, "Don't threaten us with a good time." Queen Bean says Funky has a right to defend his name, but he was acting like this was a big rumor. Like 2,000 boy YouTube viewers heard about this. Neither are important enough for all of this. El Teddy said, "We don't listen. It's 600 of us in here, and we only have 200 likes. I understand everybody can't send a super chat, but can y'all hit the like button, please? It's free 99. It is free 99. Is this a dang shame? Tamar is 46 acting like this. She should be in Love and Hip Hop." And again, let me say this, I've been saying this from the beginning. Y'all know me. I take things on a case-by-case basis. Y'all know I have lit into Funky Dineva. I don't agree with everything that Funky Dineva says. I don't agree with everything that Funky Dineva, his commentary on everything. I don't agree with the way he talks to people. I don't agree with a lot of that. But in this situation, I don't feel like Funky Dineva was wrong. And that's just my opinion. And honestly, Funky Dineva said in his last video, he said, "I'm not mature like that." He said, "I'm going to meet you where you are." And he told her, "If you come down and you speak on me, I'm going to speak on you." He said it. I think the only reason why we probably didn't get a video today is because he probably busy. It's Saturday and he probably outside because he had time to come to the Instagram. Now, he may drop a video before the weekend is over, if I'm being honest. He might. He might drop a video before the weekend is over, but maybe that's why we didn't get one today. But Funky done told y'all. Funky done told y'all. And you don't have to like how he fight, but you don't like my 2 Capricorns that are in the room right now, El Teddy and Treasure Lane, Spiller Boy TV said, "Listen, you can't tell nobody how to fight. You don't get to slap me and tell me how hard to hit you back." And in my opinion, because just like somebody was telling me the other day, well, Tamar didn't say how many teeth. Funky Dineva was the one that said how many teeth. Y'all, does it really matter? Does it really matter that Funky Dineva said it was 4 teeth versus Tamar just saying teeth? Like, really, y'all? That's what we nitpicking about? And then only for Tamar to turn around and do a whole video with her doctor and screenshots of her mouth and her teeth. Ooh, DB said, "I will always say I don't hang around people whose siblings don't even like them." Well. The real question is Tamar music good? I don't think I've ever heard any of her. Yes, I'm going to say yes. Let me tell you something. Love and War still get me every time. I don't care what nobody say. Love and War get me every time. I do like some of Tamar's music. I'm not going to pretend like that woman can't sing, because she can. And everybody may not agree with that, but I think she can sing. I think she can sing. I will say I think Tamar's line about her injuries, no puffiness or redness or soreness in sight. Yeah, I don't know how, again, thank God, but I tell you what, I've had 2 teeth pulled at one time. And I can tell you I ain't feel like doing no damn makeup. I agree, the truth. I agree. People took a picture and made a whole thing out of it. I think those were stock photos. Her face was not attached to those mouth picks. Oh, Tamar's a talented fool. Thank you, The Informed. Do I have any thoughts on how Armand went off on the Funky? I didn't watch Armand's video, so no, I don't have any thoughts. I didn't see his video. Sorry. But we know that there's no love lost between Armand Wiggins and Funky Dineva, so I can only imagine how he felt. But I didn't watch it, so I don't know. You can't deny Tamar's talent, but her actions cannot be excused either. Facts. I agree. You can't see her face in those T photos. But the lady said that's Tamar mouth, child. That's what the lady said. And somebody said Tamar had veneers. Is that true? Did Tamar have veneers? Okay, Taya said that our mom was on point. Okay, I have to go back. Hey, Marcus, I'll go listen to it. I just didn't. I hadn't listened to it. Cindy said, I still say it's an AI doctor. Y'all are cutting up. I had 5 teeth pulled and 2 swollen to do anything, let alone makeup. Listen. I mean, I had my wisdom teeth pulled, and I'm going to just tell you, I was down for the count for a couple of days. And that's why I'm saying, like, again, y'all, it's just the way things are handled. Hey, Tam, thank you, boo. Thank you for $9.99. We need 4 more super chats? 4 more? All right, I'll stay for another 10 minutes and see if we hit our goal. I heard what Armand had to say, and I agree with his commentary. See, I didn't listen, so I didn't. Now y'all got me curious. I'm gonna go listen to it. I saw somebody doing a reaction video to his live yesterday, but I didn't get a chance to go watch it. Somebody get Dr. Heavenly on the line and explain this ish to us. Maybe that's why she didn't go to Dr. Heavenly. Because they said that Dr. Heavenly was out of town. And please don't forget about the broken septum. Yeah. Y'all, I didn't go to nobody's medical school. Y'all know I didn't go to nobody's medical school. Hell, science ain't even, I struggled in science in school, okay? So we're not going to sit here and pretend like Really B understands the science of medicine, because I don't. But I understand the science of common sense. And it just seemed like you had a lot going on for you to be sitting, because the night before she went out, last night, not last night, but the night before last, it was a picture of her out. She was outside. Right. For all the people that say Dr. Heavenly is messy, y'all see Dr. Heavenly didn't have shit to do with this. Dr. Heavenly could, I'm going to say this. Here's the thing about Dr. Heavenly. I think that Dr. Heavenly, if Married to Medicine were on right now and she were doing her regular lives, somebody could have probably baited Dr. Heavenly into saying something. Now, I don't feel like she's going to come live just to address this, but if she were already doing her regular Married to Medicine lives, Somebody could have baited her because y'all know she can't help herself. She cannot help herself. Number one, she can't help herself from being messy. And number two, she can't help herself by letting people know how smart she is. She would have absolutely addressed, in my opinion, if somebody sent her a super chat and asked the question, she would have read it out loud. Because she would, she reads her super chats. And she, even if she didn't address it, she would have addressed it. Y'all feel what I'm saying? Thanks, Nay. Thank you, boo. If and when Tamar drops that album and does a tour, would you attend? Who, me? Absolutely not. Heavily trying to cosplay as a political candidate. Listen. Funky is the definition of petty. He is going to do her worse than K. Michelle dragged her. So let me ask y'all this question. I'm gonna say this and then hold on, let me check something. I'm gonna do a poll. And y'all, while y'all are answering the poll, then I'm gonna check something. Do y'all think so? The poll is, let me put the poll up. So the poll question is, do you think that Funky Dineva will respond in a video? Because he already responded on Instagram. But do you think he'll respond in a video? Let me see. The poll is up. Oh, okay. Now, last time I did a poll, it was 300 people in the room and only 35 people voted. Okay, so this time, I'm gonna give y'all 5 minutes and I need y'all to vote. We gotta see how the people thinking. And let me see if it'll let me change my goal. Because I already set the goal. But let me see if it'll let me change the goal. No, it won't let me change the goal. Because I had it set for a $5 super chat or higher. But I've gotten 10 super chats. So maybe I'll drop the link for a few minutes since we technically did get 10 super chats, but I had it set on $5 or more. So the so like a couple of the super chats didn't count towards the goal. All right, let me give the poll a few more minutes. Let me see what y'all are saying in the chat. That man said she going to pay him video on the way. Ain't nobody worried about Chuck. Ain't nothing coming on tonight. Listen, Love and Marriage Huntsville not coming on. Hart and Houston not coming on. Right. Abby's Choice is always, you know what, you're right. I forgot to put Abby's Choice up there. We don't care. But Abby's Choice is always the third choice. He still has whatever was at the tip of his tongue. Baby, because he was sure about to say something. And now Tamar saying that she paid for his birthday party. He said, I didn't even want, he said, ma'am, I didn't even want to be there, much less a birthday party. I didn't even want to be there, ma'am. Here we go, y'all. Y'all know I got to remember how to cut and paste. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna drop the link, but let me listen. Remember how to cut and paste, yeah. I'm learning. Okay. Is it, what is it? Control V? I did it all by myself. Ooh. You could tell in that video that he didn't feel comfortable there. Well, that's what he said. He said you could see in the video that he didn't want to be there. It looked like the party was for her. She said that she had just wrapped what was that double? What's that show she does? The Tamar, I mean the Tammy Roman like spinoff. I heard the opinion that he is not spraying her because of the past strays. Oh. All right, I dropped the link, y'all. The link should be there. All right, I'm gonna give everybody about what time is it? It's 8:42. I'll be here till 9 o'clock. I'll be here till 9 o'clock. Yeah, somebody said she actually did good on that show. I didn't watch it, not because it was Tamar, but I tried to watch the original one with Tammy Roman, and because, for example, I know that some of those couples were fake. I know some of those storylines were fake. And my thing is, I get it that some things are just for entertainment purposes, and that's fine. So, like Love After Lockup. Child, Love After Lockup is so fake. It is so full of hold on, Bap. Let me put my screen up just in case. I know it's you, child, but let me just in case it ain't you. Let me put my screen up.
Hey, I'm me.
Hey, boo, what's going on, girl?
Nothing. Yeah, this whole what's been kind of confusing to me with this whole thing is people saying they don't understand why he responded to it. Because I could swear, I see posts on Facebook all the time about people saying they have ops, they have haters, people better not like lie on them or have their name in mess and stuff like that. So it's like I don't understand how people would think that a person who happens to be a media personality and you have thousands upon thousands of people like spreading a false narrative about you harming somebody, why can't you understand that person wanted to clear their name also?
It frustrates me when people act like we're not supposed to want to clear our name.
Right.
And I say we because at any point in time, I guess somebody can lie on me too. Again, I think that a lot of times people act like we don't have a right to hold on, Tam. People act like we don't have a right to want to clear our name. There were videos being made that this man was trying to unalive that woman. And I understand that somebody could be like, well, everybody knows. No, everybody doesn't know. And the problem with the internet is once it's out there, it is out there. Hey, Tam.
And that's his name, his business. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, I'm sorry, I cut you off.
No, I just wanted to make sure Sierra, that's you.
Hi.
Okay, hey. All right, finish up Batman, then I'm gonna get Tam and then Sierra.
Yeah, I was just saying his name is his business. That's how he feeds himself and whoever might depend on him. So yeah, he's gonna want to make sure that it's as clean as it can be, even though sometimes he makes decisions that don't necessarily work in that favor either. But that's neither here nor there. And just the last thing I wanted to say is that it's hard to feel sorry for Tamar because of the fact that Tamar never takes accountability. She's always the ultimate victim, and she can't see where she could have changed her behavior in anything.
Yep. Tam, thanks for coming up. What's up? What you got to say?
I want to say, one, I agree with everything Bap just said, but also just a couple things. She wants us to believe that she went to the hospital with her face beat in, okay? A bloody face, a fractured nose, and her teeth knocked out. Told them people she has no memory of how it happened, and they just treated her for pain and discharged her. And then she wants us to believe that her dentist could diagnose her as a sleepwalker, but the hospital couldn't.
Well, I said that the other day. Yeah.
Then she wants us to believe that all that damage to her nose and her mouth just 1 week ago, and there's no signs of any of that damage today. So I really just overall, I just think she's just loving all this attention, whether it's good or bad. I think she just kind of loves the attention because this really doesn't make any sense. And I also agree with the point that you and Bap made about the accusations against him and why he definitely needed his name cleared and wanted to speak up and say something. because the narrative wasn't any petty rumors about something minor or him just being a bad friend. These are narratives about, literally DURGing and trying to unalive someone. Those are criminal accusations. It is that serious. Yes, that does have to be cleared up. So I never
Mhm.
really understand why people are saying that, it is not that serious or it's not that big of a deal. That is a huge deal. And it's a huge deal that your friend wouldn't speak up and say that that's not true. And then, like, the same person, he's saying that he did text her and make her aware of what was being said online, and she told him that she was in the hospital and he was gonna leave it be because she said she's in the hospital, but she continued to post on social media. So of course he's like, okay, well, if you're still able to do that, then yeah, why can't you throw up a quick message that, hey, I didn't have anything to do with that, and what you guys are saying isn't true. So I agree with your point of view on this whole situation. I don't really understand how people are not, understanding why it would be that serious or why he shouldn't say something at all. Like, that's just crazy to me. This is weird. No?
No, listen, I agree. I think the whole thing is weird. I think the whole thing is weird for me. For me, Sierra,
Yeah.
thank you for coming up, Sierra. What you got?
Hey B, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Oh, I can hear you clear, girl. Yes.
Okay, amazing. All I have to say is Tamar, Jussie Smollett. I'm over it. I'm over it. Okay, it's really giving Jussie Smollett. Like, what is going on? Professional victim. Tamar, I have nothing for you. You get nothing else from me. Funky Dineva, I agree with you, but because you are so trash and have done so many people wrong in the industry, it's really, really hard for me to say, well, Funky, I feel really bad for you because we could pull up a lot of things that you've done to people. Nobody's innocent. Tamar is the victim. Funky is a chaos coordinator. He enjoys the drama as much as he says that he doesn't want to be in the drama. They are two drama driven people. And honestly, this is exactly what they get. I hope they continue to go back and forth at it and come for each other. And hopefully Tamar learns her lesson. And that's it.
I
That's all I
think.
got.
Thank you, Sierra. I appreciate it, and I think your point is so valid. I think that's why a lot of people, not to speak for people, but I think that's why a lot of people are having a hard time empathizing with Funky Dineva, because I think it's hard for people to see him as a victim because a lot of times he isn't. So I understand why
Right.
people are hesitant to want to take his side because he's gonna probably turn around and do something next week that's gonna piss you off, right? I get it. But I just take stuff on a case by case basis. And like I said, people know that I have definitely been very open about my feelings on things that Funky Dineva has done and said that I don't agree with, that I don't like. But I'm sorry, in this situation, I just
No, I agree. And he has every right to defend himself. Tamar started all of this because who in her position would get on the internet and say, I've been found in a pool of blood by my friend? That only leads to speculation. Really, B, I'm sorry. If you post on your story that you was found in a pool of blood by Xavier, we all gonna say, really, and Xavier, not to put you in it, but just as an example, like we are
right.
all gonna now speculate. So he's not wrong for that, but they both like chaos. And you know what? To hell with both of them, honestly. Tamar, you're next. You are on the list with Kelly Price, Jussie Smollett, that damn Subway sandwich, and Chicago PD. You are. Have a good night, y'all.
Thank you, girl. Yeah, I agree. Again, like I said, I understand why people don't want to see Funky as a victim. What I don't understand is people not understanding why he felt the need to defend himself. Now, I'm cool with people being like, you know, Tamar was wrong, but I don't fuck with Funky. Okay, cool. Or you may not even feel like Tamar was wrong. But I just, when people are like, well, I don't understand why he said anything. I would have.
Can I say one more thing really big?
Sure.
I stumble across and this is like when it first, like the next day, um I stumbled across another creator's video, someone that I watch, not, regularly, but I do watch, fairly often. And I was listening to that video and I was like, wow. So this was one of the people who was creating, one of those narratives. And I was like, now, wait a minute. Are you serious right now? And it's a creator that I really, really liked. And I hate that it gave me such a distaste for this person. Like, because I just really couldn't believe that they were saying what they were saying. And I'm like, did I miss something? Did some more information come out or something? And I went back and I looked, I'm like, nothing else has come out. So nothing other than, at the time, Funky's live of just saying, hey, listen, everybody's asking me what happened, but I don't know any more than what y'all know. We went out last night. I went home and she went in the house. And I woke up to her, asking for Dr. Heavenly's number. So I'm like, nothing at that time, nothing more had come out or had been said by either of them. And I was so just disappointed and disgusted, like in that creator. And then
we may be, listen, I may know who you're talking about because I'm not going to say their name, but there was somebody who, because again, that's the other thing too. I want people to know that these weren't all just kooks and content creators that just do. No, these were some people who were speculating were people who respected content creators. I'm gonna just say it that way because I know I saw one that made me be like, wait, what? Like, I can't believe you did a video about that, right?
Exactly. Yeah. And it wasn't the two women who would go there anyway.
It was not. You're right.
Someone else and their partner. And I'm sitting there like, oh no, I gotta click off it. Like, you cannot be serious right now. Are you seriously what? Like, they were, saying like, oh, he just, made that comment and said that just to have an alibi. And I'm like, what do you know that the rest of us don't know? Where are you getting that from? Like, that was, I was very disappointed. So it's usually a breath of fresh air to kind of hear your point of view, because it is a little more objective and a little more analytical. And I appreciate that about your channel. So yeah, I was so disappointed.
And I'm gonna say this too. Ray said it was a scheme set up by Todd because one of her family members couldn't say anything generic about it, and it would have cleared him. Reply to one of those comments and say, "Y'all love to create stories." But I think that just proves what we all know is that Tamar don't fuck with her family, or her family don't fuck with her, because nobody from her family, to my knowledge, has said anything, including her mama. I mean, have y'all heard from anybody on the Tamar on the Braxton clan?
Or her friend? Somebody took her to the hospital, right? Somebody's been with her.
Somebody said something.
Nobody said anything.
Yeah. Somebody said, wait a minute, hold on. Somebody asked a question in the chat. Hold on, let me scroll up. And shout out to the 600 people in the chat. If you haven't done so already, if you could please hit that like button, I appreciate it. If you're new here, subscribe to the channel. We have a good time. I lost it. Somebody asked me a question. They were asking about, did Tamar said something about people were asking about her. Yeah, her first message was even interesting. She said people keep calling her phone asking if she's okay. Girl, who's calling your phone? If didn't nobody know what happened to you, who's calling your phone? I mean, I don't know. Yeah, last we heard she was living with Miss Evelyn, so I don't know. I know the sister group chat is on fire. Right, the group chat that she not in probably. ReallyB, I know this is off topic, but help me out. Which show should I binge first? In the Heat of the Night or Miami Vice? Okay, that is way off topic. Depends on what you're in the mood for, because Heat of the Night is going to give you that country detective, small town, with a lot of undertones of racism, but Chief Gillespie's a good time. Or Miami Vice, which is going to give you that 80s, retro Miami, when Miami was like this big drug capital and had all the kingpins, and it's going to give you the fast cars and the big city living. So it depends on what you're in the mood for. I mean, I like both of them.
Just say Miami Vice, because nobody is touching Tubbs and Crockett, okay? Nobody, even today. Miami Vice.
Yeah, but you know, I love me some Heat of the Night. But it's a different vibe though. It's just a totally it's like not even in the same. Ashley Miller and Tamar used to be real close. She was the first person to speak on how Tamar is, and she has not been wrong yet. Ooh. You start your TV writing class tomorrow. Just needed some advice. Okay, boo. Well, let me know how that's going.
Really, I'm gonna drop down, but thank you for having me.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, because we can already get up out of here. We're gonna wrap it up. Yeah, the chat is jumping because we got a lot of people in here tonight. Sure is. And I thank y'all for being here. I thank everybody who's here. I hope that we got the likes up. It's 600 people. I hope we have at least 300 likes, maybe 400, 500. Shantia said you could tell he did not want to be in that club. All right, y'all. I'm about to get up out of here, but I wanted to just bring that down here. Like, hopefully, we got 340. Okay, at least we got more than half. Hey, Tracy, I hope that we are done. I hope that this. Oh, let me go back to the poll. My bad. Let me end the poll. If you haven't voted in the poll, vote. We're going to end the poll now. We're going to look at it. Do you think that Funky Dineva is going to respond and make a video? Please vote in the poll now. Yes or no. I know some of y'all don't care. Those would be the Ebbies of the group. While I'm checking the poll, hit that like button if you haven't already done so. I appreciate that. I don't remember all of the stories. I mean, I didn't even know about Ashley Miller until like 2 or 3 days ago. I did know she fell out with the Scorpion show, but I don't remember the story. I just don't know the story. That was before my YouTube time, I guess I should say. So, little baby, one day you can tell me the story, child, because I don't know the story. All right, in the poll. Let's see what y'all thought. Y'all said 88% of y'all and 264 people voted. Thank you for voting. But 88% of y'all said yes. Y'all think that Funky Dineva is absolutely going to make another video. 11% said no. And I just feel like part of that 11% is the I don't care category. She fell out with the Scorpion show after one of her birthday parties. Okay. Thank you, Marco. Thank you. Yeah. So, y'all, I'll be back tomorrow. Not sure what we're going to do tomorrow, but we'll be back tomorrow to talk about something, child, because it's Sunday. I don't have to go to work on Monday. So somewhere, we'll talk about something tomorrow. I'll do a video on the review channel tomorrow for something again. Not sure what it is. If you watch Beyond the Gates, we did do our Beyond the Gates wrap up for the last 2 weeks. We did that over on the channel. So please do that. Okay. Lonnie said, no disrespect, but why is she always friends with bloggers? I don't know. Good question. Story time tomorrow. About what, Laura? What we want? What story time you want? Maybe I will do a members only tomorrow. Tell me what you want. What story? Y'all put it in put it on the wall or something. What story time? Let me see. All right, y'all. Let me get out of here. I will talk to y'all later. Peace. Y'all have a good evening. Enjoy.